Kinda needed the shooter, so just to create some variation on gameplay. I was playing too many sessions of turn-based strategy, so I kind of needed some real-time strategy, maybe some shooters. Basically shooters. That's what I'm trying to do now. I actually played a little bit of Quake. And a little bit of a medieval. But in order to record, I decided to land here because this game actually has some interesting characteristics. It's quite a piece. It actually made me feel a little nostalgic for some Darktide, which from all the first-person games, let's call it like that, because I don't think Vermintide is exactly shooter material. It's first-person. There's melee, there's magic, there's a lot of shooting, of course. But Darktide is, I think it's my favorite in the series. I haven't played the newest ones like Space Marine 2 or Boltgun. It's actually the first time I play Deathwing as well. And I actually quite liked what I saw thus far. It's not an easy game in the sense that you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing. It's not. I don't know if it's hard. I don't really have the skills to judge that. I actually entered Quake again. I'm actually managing. I've got better as we went through the main campaign. And the medieval also medieval I actually found to be very that buff here was flying to my shoulder. I actually found to be a lot easier, you know. But this one, it's clunky. It has some bugs.
Addressing all warriors of the First Company. Forged from countless ships in the seething forces of warp space, a space hulk has been deposited here by the uncaring tides of the material. I have dubbed this drifting lair of abominations Olethros. A hive swarm of tyrannids already besets the system. So while the honored warriors of the Deathwing embark upon the purging of this space hulk, our brothers shall assist the Astra Militarum and Imperial Navy in destroying this tendril of the Great Devourer. Command of the assault belongs to the Epistolary of the Librarian, a deadly battle cycle per chapter. Leading a specially assembled squad, the Librarian will investigate abnormal auger returns and psychic emanations from within the space hulk.
Always wanted to play a librarian.
Premonitions. The ether gifts me visions. I see a threat far more deadly than gene-hungry tyrants. A scream and a dark promise. A ship in the shadow, a relic from our secret past. I feel the tightness in my gut as I see a cataclysm as yet unseen. The Umbra Mortalis descends upon us. The shadow of death.
Nice opening.
Brothers, the first scans of the space hulk have revealed a Dark Angel ship that dates back to the Age of Heresy. It is located in the heart of the Olethros space hulk. This ship from our ancestors seems to be protected by a mysterious energy field. Teleportation to the ship is currently impossible. The only way to reach it is through the main mass of the space hulk. Reaching this ship is your primary concern. Trust your battle brothers to deal with the rest of the Olethros. Brothers, retribution is at hand. It is our strength. We are the sons of Caliban. Let fury guide your weapons. Let vengeance be your song. We are the angels of death, and our enemies shall
Let's go, Dark Angels. So basically you're playing the Brother Librarian. Love this. This is so immersive, man. My boys are with me. Not the boys inside the game, but my boys. And my girl. Nino, Sweetie, and
Brother
Sophie's.
Librarian, the initial boarding strike is proceeding, but we have lost contact with Squad Gideon. Your sensorium should receive Gideon's beacon signal, though it will be weak. We need Squad Gideon to secure the breaching zone. Locate them as quickly as possible. When you're successful, proceed to secure the landing area to establish the full bridgehead. Praise the Lion.
Very well. Praise the Lion, Grandmaster. Let's go. Deploy. Look at the way this guy. Look at his appearance, man. This reminds me of Dawn of War 2. You know that you can actually tweak your character a little bit. I love that game, by the way. I love the entire series. I'm eager to see 4. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run this on my machine, but I'm eager to see it. I'm gonna get the Stormbolter, just because Stormbolter has a recoil. It kicks like a mule. Ancient variant of the Stormbolter. Cool. Alright, so these are the weapons that I have available. Alright, boys, let's do it. I mean,
We start seeking for Gideon's squad. We're sending Gideon's beacon channel to you. Swift vengeance.
very well. Praise the Lion, let's go. So first things first, we actually get here and the turrets from our ship actually open fire like that. I mean, that's an entrance. Look at this. So we have our pod there. There's another pod here. There's a lateral entrance. Let's take a look at this. Basically, this game, it actually, I was under the illusion the first time I played. Okay, this is probably for Gideon, for the Squad Gideon. Basically, this game actually surprised me quite a lot, because the first part of this level is more of immersion. You know, it's very immersive. It's like a well done map in Darktide. God, I like Darktide. I actually start playing Darktide. There are two things that actually stop me from playing Darktide every time I download it and start playing it again. First, it's my connection that I think is better now. My internet connection is terrible, so I get kicked out a lot. Second, it's the fact that it's multiplayer. I mean, I love playing with other people, but I'm too slow to play because I like to do these kinds of things like I'm doing right now. Looking at the environment, checking, trying to see what kind of story the environment's trying to tell. And this will lead a multiplayer gamer berserk, especially if this player is experienced with the game in question. They go berserk. And I would go too, you know. I mean, you want to play, you want to move forward, and there's this player that keeps dragging you, especially in that game, because the longer you take in there, the more waves you're gonna get. So that's really annoying, and this is why I kind of restrain myself to play with bots. And let's face it, advancement with bots in that game is terrible. Terrible. But I'm dying to see the DLC in that game as well. My boys are on my shoulders here. Yeah, I know I should go to the other side, but let's experience this here. Yeah, I guess we knew that from the moment we actually came down here, right? Okay. A lot of dead technicians around here. Oh man, just the sound. The music. Just this ambient music. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I was actually watching Mandalore talk about this game. I've been thinking about playing this game for a long time. And then I watched the Mandalore video. And what he said actually caught me. He said, oh, it's a little clunky and all, but there are a few things that actually caught my attention and told me that I had to play this game. The first being, this is just like, in a sense, it's just like Divine Cybermancy. I love that game. Because of the immersion, it's an RPG, really. And it's not open world, I mean, you go mission by mission, but my god, that game is too good not to be played. It's one of those games that I actually want to preserve, you know. It's a masterpiece. And yeah, I mean, so this is the first reason I actually turned my eye to this game. And the second reason is that he actually said that this is immersive as crap. So he said, it's clunky, and really, the way you fight, it's heavier. I don't mind that. It actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, these guys basically are... Look at their armor. I mean, look at the way these guys were actually hauled here. They had to be stuck. They had to be imprisoned, and the inertia is so big that if these guys are let loose inside the ship, they're probably going to destroy the ship when it lands and shocks, you know. I love the iconography for this game. Oh, okay, we have enemies. Now you see how he kicks back? This bad boy really kicks back. Okay, let me go back to the iconography. You interrupted me. You twats. So they have this high tech that demands secrecy for everything, and they still have books, which is interesting. I wonder how because they have paper. They have this parchment that they use to produce seals. They have books. They have symbols placed in books. It's kind of like the arcane thing that you see on the Chronicle of Fate in Warhammer Medieval. Someone else. Where? Moving around us. I love this. It doesn't really tell you exactly where the enemies are. It just blips on the map, like an Alien game. I love it. Because part of the inspiration for the Gene Stealers, basically the Gene Stealers are aliens. They are alien drones, you know. So yeah. All right, let's eliminate the enemy first there. Yeah, that was not what I expected to do. I actually wanted to charge. One more. Someone is around here. Oh, I'm charging you. There. Oh man.
My prescient power lets me see a prediction of the future.
It's not good. Before you continue. The more you advance, the more the game actually alerts you of that something bad's about to happen. Just check the middle ground here. Yeah. Man, this is good. And then, yeah, but this game actually, let me just check this. They say that the place is actually part of the Death Angel stories, right? So I could close this. Come on in. Come. I don't want to close it. Okay. Something behind us. I don't think it can reach us through here, at least. Oil. I assume oxygen cylinders, maybe. Gas cylinders, I don't know what. And boys took care of it. Lots of computers. They don't call them computers, of course. And everything has these inscriptions all around, you know. The seals of the Emperor. Even the wall has the seals of the Emperor. Of course, I can just take a look at the map as well. I actually should go here to the maintenance area, so I actually gotta go back. Let me just investigate this area. We have enemies anyway. Okay, this is just taking damage for the sake of taking it. Let's go. Can't jump. Let's see if I can... if it's worth doing this or not. Alright. Kinda. It didn't really hurt me, as you can see. But at the same time, kinda seemed to have taken longer to. And against the Gene Stealers, this is suicide. Some of them will actually... There we go. Will actually... yeah, now I took damage. You can see my chest is yellow there. This little shenanigan that I pulled actually... Let me test one thing. Heal me. Let's see. Yeah. Helps. Tired of you nagging me and getting in my way. Let's go, boys. Yeah, Brother Librarian actually can shoot. There's another thing that caught my attention as soon as I started playing this game. Most of the names, if not all the names, they have biblical inclinations. Some are Jewish, like Belial is... I wouldn't name a character Belial. I mean, we're supposed to be the good guys in our own eyes, right? Belial was not a good guy. But if you take a look, for example, one of my brothers is... let me just look at here. Brother Barakiel. Barakiel was the name of an angel. Nahum, name of one of the minor prophets in lesser prophets. They are only called lesser because their books are smaller. But it wasn't one of the lesser prophets in... oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, in the Old Testament. Or in Torah, right? The books of prophecies. Well, do we have any... okay, just let me pass, I'll take care of it. Oh, see, those explosions, if I'm around, I take a lot of damage. Alright. I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't have pissed me off. And you're done. Can I go there through here? Oh, here. We have enemies. Areas where the enemy appear, where enemies appear. It might be that these areas... yeah, I can go to the left and try. Might be that these areas are spawning areas for the enemies. You know? Okay, that's bad. That noise I don't like. Because that noise is not of occultists or whatever. That noise is gene stealers. Some of them spit bad things at me. That's not noise that I like. Right? I love the fact that the area, you actually scan the area because you have these servitors with you. There, we have... can I really wish I could hack this. I don't think I need to hack this. I don't know if it's... nothing that I do will actually help me hack this. Which is a shame. Well, I can't go through here, can we? No. But yeah, so I never knew that the Death Angels were actually biblically inspired. I fell in love with this chapter, really. It's a shame that I don't really have anyone to play tabletop with, because I would. And I don't think I'm gonna have too much time to enjoy Definitive Edition's multiplayer, because it's about when 4 comes out and the way the 4 is being shaped, I think it's gonna gobble all players. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play 4, as I mentioned, not for a long time at least. But it got me, you know. I never really thought I would be a guy that would like to play this kind of game. But okay, that's bad. Could I get some healing here? I don't know how many healing charges you have, man. How are we? So far so good, let's go. But actually seeing the iconography and the symbols for this chapter, I'm actually falling in love with this, man. I would actually love to try some real tabletop gameplay with this, you know? Put armies on the board and on the table and play around. I might even try to paint them. And I mean, I love painting, I love drawing, but
Fortunately, my fears were well founded. May their shades fight on for me.
An apothecary team is going to retrieve their Progonite lands once the bridgehead is established. They will live on in honor.
I have an anomalous signal return. Verify it first.
we have enemies. Let's go, come. I'm not gonna let them surround us. Let's go. So they're more to the side. As long as they don't come towards us. I love the way the armor looks. I mean, they really look like there are a few chapters that actually took my interest. The Space Marines not particularly, though I like the Ultramarines. But the Templars, these guys, the Inquisition. Well, I was raised Catholic, so there is still the religious iconography of Orthodox or Catholic. It actually has great impact on me to this day. You know, I'm Baptist now. I mean, I actually converted like almost a decade and a half ago. Made more sense to me. Okay. Wow. That's what the Gene Stealer does, apparently. Look at that, man. He actually tore off the armor. And the guy's chest. I mean, these guys, they are mutations. These guys they are genetically engineered to be warriors. They are armed to the teeth. They are wearing these huge pieces of power armor, and they are armed to the teeth. Look. I don't know what kind of weapon is that. Is that a bolter? Some sort of bolter, I think. So look, they have heavy ammo on the arm, and he was carrying this thing, this ominous-looking thing. Relics of a dark angel from a time of great crusade, scattered throughout the space Hulk. Recover them all. Scepter power, okay. And then we have this as well.
Sensorium is showing multiple returns in your area. Stay vigilant.
Thank you, Grandmaster. I really can't save mid. Let me just check one thing. Really can save mid. Wow, look at that. Hybrid. Ranged combat, can use firearms, inflicts little damage. They prefer using ranged attacks and will take cover if possible. Fight more efficiently. So basically this is the guy that I found so far, the hybrid. I actually thought it's a Gene Stealer cultist. And then we have the skills. I don't really have anything that I can upgrade so far, but we have 3 rows of skills here. Can even make hacking easier. I just wish, I remember we can hack. I don't understand why we can't hack the turrets in here. You know, if I'm forgetting something or if I need another element, but in the tutorial I could. They actually teach you how to hack stuff. Or how to command your guys to hack stuff. But the option just appears, you know, when you aim, the option just appears. And in here, for example, if I look at there, you see, I have the I have the enhanced system just targeting that thing, but I can't do anything with it. Keep moving. You know, you have these big ass pieces of armor and you still have to take cover. This shows how violent this universe is. And another thing, you know, these guys, they don't really fit the corridors, you know. There are areas that could only be accessed, I'm sure, by normal humans, by maybe the Astra Militarum. Moved here. Not by these guys, not by bulky guys in power armor like this. So basically these guys are made, they are basically the jaws of life. They are made to tear through things and find brutal solutions. They're gonna surround us here. I don't like this. See? Yeah. Late to the party. And the Gene Stealers did a number here. Look, everyone's just exploded in here. Yeah, that's where I should go. Come on. Found them. There's more. Oh my god. The way that the machine moans. Imagine you have this for your daily work, man. Of course, your paycheck is probably trying to ambush us. Smart. Let's go, boys. Okay, we're back to the central area. This is probably the command room, or a sort of command room, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a chapel. Because look at the disposition of the books. You know, this looks like a place where you would sit and study in the readings. But you have some terminals around here as well, and also have statues and the panels. It's peculiar. But it looks like a gigantic study, really. And they have a bell in the center. I didn't notice that you have a bell. Kind of like to call you to your meditation and prayers. Should be an ominous place to live. Not to mention that they actually have stone in here. Look at this. They nailed so much. My god. The art conception for the entire universe here. Press E. Messiah knows all, comprehends all. This is a message to all explorer mages, archaeoxenologists, and other treasure seekers. Don't miss the opportunity. This treasure chest of data contains mysteries dating from the Heresy Wars, and even earlier, of the sacred knowledge of the Omnissiah. The mechanics of the sacred cult must do whatever it takes to recover them, including risking their own lives. Exaunt 1001101. Make sure you consolidate all the data collected from the librarian's cogitators for transcription and translation. All information recovered must be blessed before used. Yeah, I understand why. You're actually afraid. Actually afraid that anything subversive comes up. Praise the Omnissiah. Our mission will grant us great rewards. A macro-agglomeration emerged from the warp. What's a macro-agglomeration? Agglomeration. It is our duty to claim its bounty from Mars and the ominous Eye. We plan to remain docked with the agglomeration and ride as it turns to the warp. If we are deemed worthy, we may be garnered riches and of data. Knowledge is power. Exploration protocol underway. Binaric benedictions underway. Prayer circles activated. Standby units awakening. So, okay, you had like this cloister, this huge monastery here, right? I don't know how common it is to have these around the space hulks. But I think these guys, they actually docked. See, Space Hulk Electros docking complete. They actually, as far as I understand, did they dock on the Electros or did they dock the Electros? I think they docked on the Electros. And okay, this is cool that I could get this cogitator to work, but arc mechanicals lock. Why couldn't I get the others to work as well? Now I actually feel instigated to explore even more. Open. Okay. You have a lot of service vents in here. Look. Pressure. Yeah, you would need to have quite a sophisticated system to bring down the temperature in a monster like this. It would take a lot of energy to do what it does, especially doing the warp thing. I mean, any phenomenon like that would take a lot. Something coming behind us? No, it's... Yeah, you see, the brothers are basically. I think these guys, I think that these guys were brothers. They were the brothers that actually docked here and tried to investigate this place and died. What is that? Easy, Tiger. This light source is kind of pulsating. So basically, as I was saying before, look, you have this huge area. These guys can't climb emergency stairs or manhole stairs. They can't go down trapdoors. This is not the most convenient way to move around. I mean, they actually get protected here, but think about it. If they fall through one of these shafts, they're fracked. They're screwed. They'll be. No one will get them out there. They're gonna need a. They're probably gonna need a. They're going to be hauled out. Can I break this door? Apparently not. Because they're too heavy. I don't see, even with their mutations, I don't see them having the strength necessary without machines, you know. Alright. Oh, I can't break this one. Ouch! Whoop! I actually tossed that. Sorry. Thankfully, I don't really get friendly damage, you know. If I got that, I would be screwed. All right. Yeah, it's not action-packed. It's not an action-packed video, but it's fun to explore. You know, it's kind of like it gets kind of like that element of horror movies or games. There was this one game, I forget the name of the company. It's basically Japanese or two Japanese developers. I like what they do, you know. They're short games, short horror games, basically. I played one of them. It's called The Convenience Store. You play as a girl that works in a convenience store, and that's apparently that there's this supernatural thing happening. It's really fun. You know, it's more like you actually simulate her going to work. At some point, it would seem she's being watched or something. All the doors are screwed up in here, and you actually go about reshelving, cleaning up areas, dealing with some of the weird customers. It's interesting, you know. It's very simplistic in a sense, limited in a sense, but it's very well done. And all of their games are kind of like this, you know. Some are supernatural, some are not. They all deal with these kinds of topics. So you work at a coffee shop, you work at a, or you're a student, or you're, you know. It's really cool. I actually like it. I actually should get my hands on more of their games, you know. Okay, I need to go around. Let me see the map. Actually, need to go there. Yeah, I'm really on the wrong place right now. I really should go south. That's what I tell you. I'm actually gonna get lost a thousand times here, but it's sort of a pleasure to get lost because you actually get to see the map. If I do this on Darktide playthrough, I'm gonna get kicked out of the room probably. I mean, maybe not, because people don't even have time to think about it when they're playing that game. You know. Okay, let's get back on track here. So, yeah, we have tons of spawners here. That's not nice. See, these holes that they can't really enter, they can't really fit. They basically spawn enemies at some point. Peculiar. Basically they are the workers' access. All right, so in here, yeah, I think the central area, the central hub's a chapel. I mean, it's kind of the motto of these ships, right? To be space chapels, so to speak. Yeah, it was a trip. It was fun, at the very least. Lesser cogitators, aha. Found our enemy. And there's more. Good, we need some action. Waste barley, right. Yeah, they can strategically explode areas here in this game. Because these guys, these behemoths, they can't really... That's bad. That noise is freaking bad. These behemoths, they can't really walk around with ease. Oh. Another cogitator working. Enthusiastic announcement. Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Alert. The Sensorium have detected a vessel belonging to the ancient time of the Legionis Astartes and the Mechanicum. Indications are that it is in good condition. We must reach this vessel. It is likely to contain ancient machines, data, and relics. Securing these treasures, yeah. There's another E word, yeah, alright. Is an absolute priority. Alert. Machine relics detected. Data analysis and storm reports transmitting. Omniscience, all comprehensive. Okay, so basically we had, yeah, this is what happens. For some reason they have their registry of the Oletros. They came into the Oletros and they never left. Let's continue here. So this is why I see lots of that brothers here, that Mechanicus here. I got avid for something in here. Wait. Good going. Let's go, boys. Then backtrack, I backtrack. But, yeah, okay. At the very least I killed another enemy. But I really... Okay. I have a little problem in the office. I love it here, but the sun actually... When the sun shines, it actually comes right inside my eyes. Because I'm in front of the window. And we did it deliberately here because we wanted to use natural light to work during the day. Let me just check. Yeah, I could just turn left here, see what else we can see. But the problem with this being that sometimes I'm gonna get lost because I'm not gonna be able to see. And I'm not, I didn't really shut off my blinds here because the babies are with me. I don't really want them to be in the dark. I've just been, right? Yeah, this is where I've just been. Yes, okay. I'm sorry I got lost. Or at least we got time to talk. I wonder what these guys... This is another interesting thing, you know. I remember the overture to Arma, the first Arma. So these guys are on the chopper. They are just going to the island. They are mercs, basically. They are about to start their first job for the queen, the princess. I don't remember her title. But there's this war going on. There's this coup d'etat that actually tried to get that woman out of power. And basically the troops are going there to help her. They have been hired to help her. And they're going there. And they're just talking. I mean, it's not a conversation that I find specifically healthy. But it's the kind of thing that I imagine a bunch of guys stuck in a helicopter saying, you know. Especially back then, you know. So they're talking a lot of crap like, oh, I would buy land in this island. It would be nice. Live in summer and get some kids and say, yeah. And the other one's just talking about the attributes of the princess or something like that. And the other one, they're basically in that back and forth of people that have known themselves, have known each other for a long time and then have something, you know, so they have somewhat some sort of intimacy between them, or they are releasing tension, or you know, things like that. Things like you're going to like water cooler talk, you know, rude water cooler talk, very rude, but nevertheless water cooler talk, you know, the coffee time talk. So I wonder what these guys would talk about, because their mentality was entirely different. They basically are brainwashed people, you know. Their instinct, I think, would work entirely different. What's going on? hell is that? Turret? What was that? Look! Oh, it was you! Let's kill these guys before we continue. I like the idea of having these guys on our backs. But I mean, I don't really think that there are these little cartoons that actually people have been actually producing. find them awesome. In which these guys are actually in that back and forth. I wish I had the talent to do something like that, you know. They are like reminiscences from the machinima age, but they have such quality, man. And they keep talking about how these guys... Let me block the door. I don't want anyone opening this thing, you know, if we have to, because I know there are enemies there. And this is also something that I think is very faithful to the strategy game. In the strategy game, you can actually block doors as well, or break them. I think it's kind of one of the qualities of the game. There. And but I don't know. It's I imagine the back and forth between these guys. So, the back and forth that appears in these comedic bits, well, they're basically soldiers. They're really brutal soldiers talking about their xenophobic ways, and you know, of course, it's all in mockery. So these habits are mocked. They are not exalted, you know, by the artists that are doing this. But still, you know. Okay. Wow. The Gene Stealers really did a number here. But I keep imagining how it would be if we were actually talking seriously about this environment, you know. They'd probably be talking about wars. They'd probably be... There's one video in particular that I saw. I found it... Alright. This is where it gets hard. Ah, look at this. This is what I'm talking about.
The defense grid at any cost.
Our foes approach quickly. We must reactivate both the defensive systems to secure the bridgehead.
This is awesome. You see, the game actually had this calm pacing so far, and then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. Awesome. Get the map. Now things get real, because now the Gene Stealers are gonna appear in droves, you know. So you gotta plan it real good. Okay, we can go straight. We're gonna have like 2 or 3 points where they are gonna spawn. Sheesh. We could just go through. We still have a spawner, 2 spawners on the right. But we could try to go through the main hall again. I think it would be best, instead of just facing them. They're gonna get us through the right, so we're gonna have to be prepared for that, you know. But anyway, let's go. Keep close, boys. Stay close. Let me see.
We are receiving strange signal echoes.
Oh, okay.
Mission accomplished, brother.
Strange signal echoes means enemies. See? And they are coming. Prepare yourselves, boys. Things got real.
Action complete.
Oh yeah. Suddenly it gets darker. See, went for the head. These guys aren't joking. All of a sudden the game got way more tense. Enemies. More of them. Alright, let's see. Shoosh, we really should continue here. Like here. Mow them down. Recharge. Reload. Okay. Now, since I blocked it, I'm gonna have to break this door now. So go. Okay, we have another spawner to our right, right? I don't think we have passage through here, damn it. I was actually counting on it. Alright.
Waypoint reached.
Yeah. I don't think we have. No. We're gonna have to go back here. So we're gonna have to go left now. Oh, Jesus, mother of God, where? Dude, pay attention. Let's go. No, the charade, let's move. Boys, where are you? Come on, stick together. Move. Yeah. Way more tense. All of a sudden. Get in here, now. Come on, 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 come on. This side, right. Blocking this. Okay. Damn it. Little bastard. Gotta get out of here. Have a spawner right on our foot. They're just gonna keep coming. Alright. That was not my plan, but... Okay. Let's go. Sorry. Let's go.
We are the angels of death.
Oh man.
In position.
And you start fighting, you actually get lost. Alright. Boys, where are you? Follow. We get separated, we're dead. Let's go. Aliens if they had guns. Alright. Move on. Yeah, that's where I should go. Move here now. Come, boys. Come. No. Come here. Get this side of... No. Come. Let's go. Okay. Almost there, boys. Heal yourself. Chapel. Prove it. Let's go. Ah, Jesus, that... Move, boys. Move. Oh, Lord. I tell you. Move. Follow. Come. I actually have an easier way to go. Move there.
Waypoint reached. In position.
There. I'm gonna block that door. I'm gonna need it. I don't even know. I don't think for guys that are on these hybrids, I don't think we need to block the doors. Where are my boys? That's it, boys. Let's go. Alright. We reached the point of activation.
The activation of the generators has woken a dormant gene stealer swarm.
It is time to establish the beachhead to allow the main force to breach. Go to your assigned battle zones with your command squad.
What happened? Oh, good. Huh. This should help. Okay. Why not use this, right? Let's go. You ready, boys? Everyone healed? Let's go. I actually pressed it accidentally, but let's go security bridge ahead. Damn it. Wrong guy too. Keep following me, boys. go.
Mission accomplished, brother.
Good. Yeah, I fell quiet because this is getting a lot tenser than I expected. Let's keep going. And Mandalore actually said that we wouldn't do this. There's no way we can do this without an apothecary. There is no way we can do this without an apothecary. I mean, this is the first level, man. Imagine what else awaits us. What's this? Wow! This is unbelievable. It's really good. Explorer Mages. Oh yeah, I had read this already. Remember. Alright. Come in. Move here.
In position.
We're closing this door.
In place.
Where are we? Okay, there's the door. Could shut this door here. Sheesh. There's a stairway here. So yeah, if we are to do this, we have one sealed up there. This is the only entrance that remains. This one's shut. Could shut this one. Now we're learning to think about this game. No, wait. Yeah, that's it. Problem is that we are upstairs, not downstairs. Shut this door here. Good. Follow. Now. Might as well shut this one. Still got the Gene Stealers, but I shut the door. Fine. Yeah, there's a point we're gonna have to rush in and shut this one. Because they're gonna start coming out of there. So we do it, right? Let's go. Where's the door? Okay, That I didn't expect. Where? And honey, I expected to have a door here. It's upstairs. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna have to go. Plain simple. Good. No way.
Opposition. Glory to the Emperor. Glory to the Lion.
Glory to the Lion. Map briefing updated, calculation running. Let's go. What happened here? Hold on. Yeah, keep at it, boys. Okay. Get inside. Now. Inside. Now. Oh. I actually have to defend the point. Fine. Heal me. Tell me about it. Heal yourself now. Heal him. No more healing. Okay, that's a fort. I can't enter fort. Damn it! Worked. In the thick of the worst, man. Alright, it's fine. Deploy. Let's go. Back into the fray, boys. Well, it's kind of immersion breaking that I could do that, but honestly, I'll take what I can get. Especially if it doesn't have any more healing canisters or whatever that he uses. Damn it. Oh, wow.
Bridgehead secure. This night. Commence the hunt for the fallen.
Woo! There's more? Wow. This game keeps on giving, man. Oh, how I thought it would continue. I'll find. Oh, there were more relics to find in the level. Damn it. Headshots 28, melee kills 6, psychic kills. No, I did like 60% of that. Now I want to redo this level. We have just received new equipment for incoming mission. It is available at the bridgehead along with your current equipment. So you actually have to. It's actually stimulate. You actually get the stimulus to search the entire level. That's awesome. Accuracy 48%. Yeah, I need to get better than that. Damage received 766. Total player kills 240. Melee kills 6. Ammo spent 3,693. Psi spent 53. Shockwave 21. Chain Lightning 32. Inferno 0. Lion's Shadow. Vortex of Doom. Lion's Nemesis. 70 minutes inside this. 201 Gene Stealers killed and 39 hybrids. What do we get? Assault Cannon. The Assault Cannon is a ballistic 6-barreled self-loading rotary autocannon. The barrels and other firing components are made of special alloy, helping the weapon to withstand the intense heat generated by its high rate of fire. Despite this, the barrels still reach very high temperatures, making the weapon prone to jamming during sustained bursts. Alright. Man, this is... Wow, what is this game? It's actually really good. It actually flies under the radar, man. So in here we can actually upgrade stuff in command, devotion, or psychic. Let's see, command. What's this? Little bar. Oh, so we actually have to apply points and it's linearly moving upward. Is that it? Can now use a plasma cannon effectively. Barrachio can equip plasma cannon. Then your covering tactics and strategies are such that your squad mates position themselves to minimize the damage received. Plus 10% armor for your allies. Okay. Your fervor, makes your squad mates more dexterous with melee weapons. Allies can equip with Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield. Cool. Your defensive tactics allow your squad mates to optimize their positioning to get as much benefit as possible from their armor, plus 10% armor again, and your squad becomes legendary. They are nicknamed the Immortals. It is extremely hard to take them out of combat. Allies get 70% chances to resist a fatal hit. Devotion. Your honor and fervor of the Emperor have been awarded by a purity seal that makes your resistance to your enemy's attacks plus 10 armor. And then we get your devotion allows you to take control machines more quickly, hacking time reduced by 30%. and your fervor is such that your enemy psychers are weaker against you, and you are shielded from the perils of the warp. Psi resistant plus times 2. Your fervor makes you resistant to injuries that would kill a normal human. You cannot suffer critical hits. Your devotion allows you to take control of machines more quickly. You receive the ultimate reward for your bravery and for your fervor, a holy relic of the Dark Angels that makes your weapons immune to malfunctions, and your determination to defend the Imperium against its enemies is such that each of your blows is unstoppable. Your enemies can no longer parry you when using a melee weapon as your main weapon. Okay. And then the Psyker. Focuses the powers to create an inferno that consumes enemies. Librarian teleports themselves into their enemy, making them explode. Enemy explodes a blast of fame. What else? Librarian tears the veil of reality. Those near tear lashed with the power of the warp. And Psyker uses their mighty powers to break their enemies. So I'm thinking about investing first in command, really. 2 points in command, 1 in Psyker. Can't really go a fourth for now, so continue.
We located the ancient Dark Angel ship in the heart of the Space Hulk. After finding out that Squad Gideon had been slain, we fought a horde of Xenos as we conducted investigatory missions to uncover this enigmatic vessel from our dark and distant past. The Deathwing moved to secure entry into the old ship, while we overcame the energy and psychic defenses created by the Gene Stealers. Hard fought was the battle, but the bridgehead had been established, and progress to our objectives continued. We are the Emperor's blade.
Cadia's hand. Oh, Cadia. Cadia is everywhere. As the old man in the video that I mentioned before says by the end, Cadia is not a planet. Cadia lives. He's Cadian, and they're basically facing a Chaos Space Marine. They are on the Astra Militaire. The guy is just mopping the floor with them. And then he just sits. As he kills the old man's companion, he just looks. And he's just glancing at that scene, with a certain contained rage. And he says nothing. And he's basically at the command cabin, the command chair of the escape pod. And the woman soldier is dying there, fighting like a mad woman. And it's just there. And basically the Chaos Space Marines having an altercation with this demon that's inside the guy's mind. And says, "No, we can leave. No, we shouldn't. They abandoned us," and so on and so forth. And then the Chaos Space Marine goes to the pod and says, "No, we're gonna take the pod and go back to the Legion." And then as he enters, the old man's behind, just looking at a pod filled with grenades and explosives. And then he says, "Cadia stands." He tosses a grenade inside this thing and explodes the entire pod with the Chaos Space Marine inside, and he goes along, burned just to kill this one guy. So yeah, Cadians are tough. Or at least it's what the lore actually wants to imply at every turn. Okay. Of the Supreme Grand Master of the Dark Angel, Azrael, dispatched a strike fleet to star system identified by our dread visions. Led by Commander Belial, Grand Master of the Deathwing, we arrived to find forces of the Imperial Navy and Astra Militaire beset by a Tyranid hive swarm. Worse still, a SpaceHulk had spilled from the warp and was close to an inhabited world. The SpaceHulk was duped to Lethros. Most disturbingly, the first scans of the SpaceHulk revealed the presence of the Archangel's ship. Signals dating back to the Age of Heresy. Yeah, that's the basic story. It's just that I'm clicking here and it's actually changing the text, so I want to look what's in here. Vessel of dark and distant past. Okay, so let's spacebar.
We have encountered Gene Stealer hybrids armed with ranged weaponry. They're launching counterattacks against the perimeter, threatening the integrity of the landing zone on the Elethros. Looking at our scan data, The Techmarines have advised that the hybrids may be able to sever the ship where our squads are currently located, to propel it into the gravity well of the nearby planet. To prevent this, we must disable the propulsion system in this sector. If the enemy succeed, we will be forced to withdraw and return in another costly breaching assault. Precious time and lives will be wasted. The Emperor abhors failure.
Yeah, we all know that. Cool. So before I deploy, I'm gonna show. It's current game. Yeah, I'm gonna deploy and look at the first area. Oh, okay. Yes, that's what I wanted. So basically, I can deploy. In order to deploy, I can actually look at what the bridge offers here. Great. It actually gives me a portal, a free portal, so to speak. Let's take a look inside here. Repent for tomorrow, or die. Huh? No, it's not or you. Oh, repent for tomorrow you die. Repent. Why repent? I mean, repent from what? These guys are basically the Emperor's lapdogs. This is an Imperial cult, basically. They're basically the soldiers of an Imperial, the priest soldiers of an Imperial cult. Ansel Mortis. Looks like that is the... I can actually unplug my... Yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna try the assault cannon. I have to try the assault cannon. I don't have any parts to try here. Can only use the power fist. I can't use the sword this time around. I like the sword. Or is it because I put the cannon? Yeah, it's because I put the cannon. If I put the assault cannon, I can only use power fist. Yeah, but I have to try the assault cannon, so I'll use the power fist. Power fist is lower than the sword. We have grenades. We have some submachine gun there. Bolt guns. Look at this armor, man. Guns. Lots of guns. Well, they don't spare at the very least. We can say that. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's his gun. Oh, look at that. Let me just check one thing here. I kind of want to look at the bestiary here. Because now I have other friends at the bestiary. Like the Gene Stealer himself. Close combat inflicts moderate damage. Gene Stealers are a species of Tyranid used as the ultimate shock trooper. They are amongst the most deadly creatures in the galaxy, combining high cunning, lightning-fast reactions, and mobility with large and extreme sharp claws that can rip through even the toughest armor in seconds. They are able to track their targets, whatever they are, and alert other Gene Stealers once a prey has been detected via a hive-like interlinking telepathy. This creature stalks the victim, preferably from behind. A smart and powerful Xeno, it tries to stay hidden as it flanks its prey, but will fearlessly rush if it has no other choice. Okay, and third generation hybrid. Well, there are generations of hybrids. Ranged combat can use firearms, heavy weapons, inflict moderate damage. They prefer using ranged attacks. Cover possible. Yeah, but that's the one I wanted. Bioblast Train Gene Stealer. This little bastard. Acid sacs cover the torso of the strange Gene Stealer, used as disposable shock troops by the Brood. They explode when injured, will to by the Brood intelligence, covering those around them in bioacid. Little asses. Okay, I'll be back soon enough. I don't know. I'm having fun playing this. It's kind of silent at points at times, but yeah, I think it's a nice alternative to certain strategy games like Planetfall, which I have been playing eagerly as well. But actually, I don't know. It changes gameplay a bit, and I like the fact that you actually have to be strategic about the choices you make here. So I'll record more of this and more of Planetfall as well, and I'll be back whenever I can, because schedule is getting tight again, let's just say that. So I guess I'll see you when I see you.